As of Monday, August 15th, we have several new tools in Blackboard. And I am going to go over the attendance tool that's been added. And so this is useful for web enhanced or hybrid classes for instructors that want to take attendance of people that are in the classroom. It doesn't track submission of assignments for online classes. And so to add the Qwickly attendance tool, you go to Tools, More Tools, and Qwickly Attendance. And then once you add it, it appears in your classroom. And the first time you come into it, you're going to set it up. And it's just a real basic setup that you can change whenever you want to. You can choose not to include it in the grade book. You can choose to include a column that's worth, 45 points in your grade book, and they get a point for every hour that they attend, or 1 point per session. And that just adds one column to your grade book, and the score keeps going up every time that the student is present. And then in your grade book, you choose whether you want to count it into their grade or not, or whether you just want it visible so that you can quickly see how many times they've been present. All right, when students check themselves in, you can set to require a pen or no pen. And you can set it up to automatically send students who are absent an email and put the text in there. All right, then you can also set your preferences for what you want the colors and words to be called. All right, so when I go to View Record, this is a class that has met several times, and so I already have attendance loaded into this grade book. And so this is what it looks like. I get a column over here of how many times someone has been absent, how many points it's worth if I decided to put it in the grade book. All right. You notice that Kim has never been to class, but she only has 2 absences because she was not yet registered for the class for these 4 meetings. Same as Shannon came to class once, but she only has 1 absence because she had not yet registered. And so it starts the student's attendance at the date on which they are loaded into the class in Blackboard. All right, to print out a spreadsheet, I click on this icon, and for each date, I get a list of present and absent. All right, so for students to check themselves in, then this is the screen that automatically comes up. When I have that checked, that students get a pen to check themselves in. When I click on Qwickly Attendance, now this is the screen that it goes to. So I need to give students this number, probably post it on the chalkboard or the whiteboard, because I did post it in an announcement in this test class that we had, and one of the students came in here to check herself in, but she forgot the number, so she went back to the announcement to look at it, and since she didn't put in the pin while she was in there, it marked her absent. So I would recommend putting it on the whiteboard so that everybody can see it while they're checking themselves in. All right, you can leave it open for 5 minutes, 15 minutes, whole class, however long you want to. But when you think that they've had enough time to check themselves in, then you say end check-in, and students can no longer check themselves in, and it takes you to a screen showing who did check themselves in. And so then when you want to start the next class check-in, you click on Start Check-in. And then you can always go back to View Record for the cumulative list of who's been absent and present. So that's really all there is to it. Let me know if you have any questions.